Hello everyone, and welcome back to Skyrim Survival Mode Bows Only. Well, last time I had to do a whole trip up to High Hrothgar, and we actually fought Alduin and half won, but now we're needing to get up to Dragon's Reach, convince the Jarl to let us trap a dragon there, so that a dragon can take us to Alduin? It definitely all makes sense. Maybe. Alright, Balgruuf, let's have a chat.
May the gods watch over your battles, friend.
Yeah, I need your help. I kinda need to trap a dragon in your palace.
I must have misheard you. I thought you asked me to help you trap a dragon in my palace.
I mean, I wouldn't ask if it wasn't important. I don't know if this persuade thing works at all.
I'm sorry, but I can't do it. We'll just have to keep fighting the dragons as best we can.
Yeah, I kind of need your... Wait, isn't that the thing I just asked?
What you're asking for is insane. Impossible. You want me to let a dragon into the heart of my city, with the threat of war on my doorstep?
Okay, I am now curious if this persuade option lets you skip the negotiations. I might even give it a quick Google just in case. Alright, I cannot find anything online about this even being an option. Like, there's no acknowledgement of it that I've been able to find anywhere, so let's just tell them it's the only way to stop dragon attacks. I am very curious about this. Like, I don't remember it at all, and nothing like UESP, the fandom, random, just Googling, none of that shows me that there's a persuade option here, so who knows?
There must be another way. The risk is too great.
Yeah, the threat's much worse than you know. Alduin, the guy who's supposed to destroy the entire world, is around, so it's a big deal.
Alduin, the World Eater himself. But how can we fight him? Doesn't his return mean it's the end times?
Yeah, it's only hopeless if we give up.
I didn't say anything about giving up. Now what's this nonsense about trapping a dragon in my palace?
It's the only way to find Alduin before it's too late. I feel this conversation feels like one that could very easily go in circles.
I want to help you, Dragonborn. And I will. But I need your help first. Ulfric and General Tullius are both just waiting for me to make a wrong move. Do you think they will sit idle while the dragon is slaughtering my men and burning my city? No. I can't risk weakening the city while we are under the threat of enemy attack. I'm sorry.
And if you didn't have to worry about an enemy attack?
Then I would be glad to help you with your mad dragon-trapping scheme, but getting both sides to agree to a truce will be difficult at this point. The bitterness has gone too deep. Maybe. What of the Greybeards? They are respected by all Nords. High Hrothgar is neutral territory. If the Greybeards were willing to host a peace council, then maybe Ulfric and Tullius would have to listen.
I forgot I have to go back to the Greybeards first. Yeah, leave it to me. I'll totally do it.
Aye, Dragonborn. Maybe you can stop the dragons, and this war into the bargain. Now,
oh god. Yeah, this is... Yep, need to do Season Unending, which is the worst quest in all of Skyrim. Just flat out. Flat out. It is more enjoyable to do the Civil War for either side, and the Civil War questline, it sucks. It's very boring, it's very simple. It's got like a few nice moments, but it's incredibly repetitive combat. And it's still better than doing the peace thing. The peace thing is technically a bit quicker, especially with me editing out all the incredibly boring long journeys I'm going to be going on this episode. What I'm pretty sure I have to do for this quest is first off, climb the mountain back up to High Hrothgar, which, yeah, it looks as high up as the moon. There's High Hrothgar, there's the moon. Yeah, I first need to go up there, then once I've gone up there, I need to come back either to Whiterun to talk to the Jarl, or straight to both Solitude and Windhelm to talk with Ulfric and Tullius. Then I need to potentially go back either to Whiterun or to High Hrothgar, and then actually do the peace talks, which take place in High Hrothgar regardless, so I'm always going back there. So there's at least 2 journeys back up and down the mountain today, plus I've got to go to at least 2 other capitals, which involves, you know, heading back to Whiterun each time to get the carriage and whatnot. It's going to be so much travelling around. I was planning on recording 2 episodes today, but I have a feeling this is the only one I'm going to get done, and I'm going to be so knackered by the end of it. On the bright side, I do seem to be getting much better at controlling the horse climbing up these incredibly steep cliffs. Oh, okay, I may have spoken a moment too soon, but I'm almost there. Look at this. Yeah, that's more like it. And then we got this way. It's just above us. I'm gonna make it. There we go. I made it. And it was... it still wasn't fun. Even taking the, most direct shortcut I possibly can, it's still just a very boring journey. And now we gotta wake up an old man.
Alduin? We heard the Dragonren shout from here. You defeated him?
Yeah, but he kind of escaped, and I need to portal to Sovngarde.
I feared as much. I thought it was him we saw flying east after your battle.
Yeah, I kind of need your help. I'd like to capture a dragon.
We are not warriors. What is overlooked in the Dragonborn is not permitted to any other followers of the Way of the Voice.
And yeah, I'll worry about the capturing a dragon thing. You can just stop an entire war. Much easier.
You misunderstand our authority. The Greybeards have never involved themselves in political affairs.
Yeah, Balgruuf won't help me while the war rages, so how about you actually do something? Because I'm pretty sure all the Greybeards have actually done is teach Ulfric Stormcloak to use shouts, which he then used in a one-on-one fight with the king, and kind of started this war. So them being like, oh no, we don't get involved at all. And maybe not directly, but you are indirectly somewhat responsible for this, so why don't you do something? Huh, Arngeir? Man, it's wild how much in this run I've picked on Arngeir. I might be at the point of preferring Delphine to Arngeir. That's a hot take, but Arngeir is just like, oh no, I never did anything wrong. Sure, Delphine's quite abrasive and a little annoying, but at least she's trying to do something and has real purpose. Arngeir's just like, no, we couldn't possibly do anything. I guess we'll just let the world end and let the war happen. We don't want to get involved.
Guide.
Okay, I was ranting too much. I get it. Let's...
Wind, guide you.
Yeah, let's stop the war, please.
You misunderstand our authority. The Greybeards have never involved themselves in political affairs.
Do not make me do the rant again.
I see. The dragon will lead you to Alduin, but without the Jarl's help.
Yeah, both sides, for some reason, respect the Greybeards, they'll listen.
Paarthurnax has made the decision to help you. This is the road we have to walk. Even the Greybeards must bend to the winds of change, it seems. So be it. Tell Ulfric and General Tullius that the Greybeards wish to speak to them. We will see if they still remember us.
Perfect, so... yeah, now we need to talk to Tullius and Stormcloak. Yeah. Back down the mountain I go! Oh, this is dumb. Oh, this is so dumb. My brain was like, maybe I can take a more direct route down the mountain. And it's not going well to start. I'm still gonna stick with it, because maybe it'll work, but yeah, stuff like this doesn't help me. Yeah, the flying horse is actually a problem, because yeah, then they just leap even further. But if I just steadily trot down like so, like this actually works fine. maybe this is a quicker way down the mountain. I don't know how good my horse's health regen is, but if it holds up, then maybe I can just go directly down? Oh my god, it has actually worked. I have made it down. Oh, I thought that was going to be a yelp of pain there. Yeah, I've made it to the Whiterun Stormcloak camp. Which means I'm now back at safety, which means I can make it to Whiterun. God, that was like less than 2 minutes to get down the mountain. That is much better. Look, there's the ritual stone. We're properly in Whiterun, and there's some wolves eating... Oh, we're eating a poor little fox. I took the dog out for a late night walk before this episode, and I saw a little, like, really young fox literally bouncing around in an old graveyard, and it was incredibly cute. If the dog wasn't such a git bag when it came to foxes, I would have gone a little bit closer or taken a photo or something. But, yeah. I like foxes, is what I'm getting at. I have taken the carriage to Solitude, and man, Solitude's always so nice and pretty. Like, just off to the side there's I mean, you can see all the lovely mountaintops there, but like, just off to the side there are all the, like, snowy bits. But Solitude itself always seems so bright and warm. And then just off, like, down to the south as well as, like, the swamps into Morphall. Like, it's surrounded by really harsh terrain, but just feels like a little slice of paradise almost in terms of the environment it is. God, I'm bad at English all of a sudden. But let's just head on up into the castle and chat with the General of the Imperial Army, which is something you can just do. And here we are. Let's have a chat, Tullius.
Are my men now giving free rein to anyone who wanders into the castle? Do you have some reason to be here, citizen?
Yeah, I believe we've already met.
Have we? Oh, of course. You were at Helgen. One of the prisoners, if I recall correctly.
Oh, yeah. I helped Hadvar escape. He said he'd vouch for me.
Hadvar's alive? I hope that's true. He's a damn good soldier. But he hasn't reported in yet, so he can't exactly confirm your story. In the meantime, why don't you have a chat with Legate Ricka? I suspect we might have use for someone resourceful like you. Not many survived Helgen. Besides, I'm sure your being imprisoned was all a terrible misunderstanding.
Yeah, I totally never did those crimes.
Speak with Legate Ricka. She
yeah,
will determine if you are Legion material.
No, I don't actually want to join the Legion. I want to negotiate peace, so the Greybeards are involved. I'm so sorry.
The Greybeards? What do those old hermits want with me?
They're convening a peace council at High Hrothgar, and I'm sure it will be so much fun.
Why, there's nothing to discuss as long as that traitor Ulfric is in arms against his rightful emperor.
Yeah, we just need a truce until the dragons are dealt with. Then you can kill him. I'm A-okay with that.
They are getting to be a problem. But I wasn't sent to Skyrim to fight dragons. My job is to quell this rebellion, and I intend to do just that. Dragons or no dragons.
Look, the dragons are a much bigger problem right now than the Stormcloaks.
I'll be the judge of that. Besides, by all reports, the Stormcloaks are suffering just as much as we are from these dragon attacks.
Yeah, and the Empire really can't afford to snub the Greybeards. No, I can't bring myself to say that one. The best time to negotiate is from a position of strength. Let's try that first.
Fair enough. We're driving the Stormcloaks back well enough at the moment, but we're already overstretched. That's what comes of trying to win a war with a bare handful of legions. If the Emperor would just give me the reinforcements I've requested.
And yeah, why won't the Emperor send more reinforcements?
Most of the Legion is tied down on the border with the Aldmeri Dominion. The Emperor can't afford to risk weakening Cyrodiil's defenses. From the Imperial City, our war here is just a sideshow. An interlude before the main event against the Thalmor resumes.
And yeah, I really like that bit of dialogue there, because it does show that the Empire is treating the Thalmor as a threat. Like, sure, they've negotiated peace with them for now, but it's a very uneasy one. And this whole Stormcloak rebellion is really just making it so the Falmor has an opportunity to kind of strike at the Empire directly and potentially wipe them out. But yeah, that means you come into the Peace Council?
Yes, fine. I'll come to this Greybeard Council. For all the good it will do. He'd be insane to try.
Ah, there we go. Perfect. Tullius has been talked to. Now I'm actually going to go sleep at the inn, because that tiredness bar is looking pretty hefty. Am I allowed? No, I'm not just allowed to take this. Pretty sure some of the stuff you're allowed to just take. I think maybe once you join the Legion, there's a few extra things you're just allowed to pick up. But none of it really matters. I genuinely don't need to be looting. I just need to sleep. And then I'll take the carriage to Windhelm and I'll chat with Ulfric. Alright, here Galmar and Ulfric are having the same conversation as always, so let's just interrupt it.
I remember you. You're at Helgen with us. Come to join the war. Speak with Galmar. He handles the new recruits.
No. No, I'm here for a different reason.
I'm sorry to hear that. If you change your mind, speak with Galmar. What does bring you to me?
A message from the Greybeards.
It's about time they turned their gaze from the heavens back to our bleeding homeland. What do they want?
They would love it if you could negotiate a truce until the dragons have stopped murdering everyone.
I have the greatest respect for the Greybeards, of course, and the dragon attacks are a growing plague. But the political situation is still delicate. Not all the Jarls are fully committed to supporting me as High King. I can't afford to appear weak. I can't agree to this unless Tullius himself will be there.
Yeah, he's already agreed to show up.
Good. We still hold half of Skyrim despite everything the Empire could throw at us. I doubt the Empire has the stomach for much more bloodletting.
So you're gonna show up?
Yes. I'll give Tullius one more chance to quit Skyrim with his tail between his legs.
Yep, that's not gonna happen, but hey, now we just need to talk to Arngir! Yeah! Oh, it's back up the mountain again. Oh, this is fun. I'm not sure if they're actually...
At High Hrothgar. And can you believe it? Both Ulfric Stormcloak and General Tullius have agreed to go.
Yeah, they sure have, and it seems like Ulfric and Galmar are headed there right now. Part of me wonders if I could just follow them, like walk with them the entire way. But god, that would be so slow. Like, look at how slowly they're walking right now. Like, I would have to go at this speed, following behind them the entire way, pretty much. Oh, they move slightly faster than that, to be fair, but yeah, not at a run. It's tempting, but not very tempting. I'm just gonna take the carriage to Whiterun instead. It's a brand new day, slept for 8 hours, now I've got to climb up that stupid mountain again. Oh man, okay, I made it up the mountain. Apparently at about the same time as Delphine and Esbern, which is fun. I don't know if they're scripted to just show up as you reach a certain point, but yeah, that was a journey. But it's over now. And what I get to do are the peace talks. Now, I am going to show you this opening conversation, but don't worry, we're not sticking around for the whole thing.
So,
you've done it. Men of violence are gathered here, in these halls whose very stones are dedicated to peace. I should not have agreed to host this council. The Greybeards have no business involving ourselves in such matters.
Yeah, don't worry, I'll get them to agree to peace.
Peace? I doubt it. They may put their weapons down for a moment, but only to gather strength for the next bloodletting. They are not yet tired of war, far from it. You know the ancient Nord word for war? Season unending. And so it has proved. But regrets are pointless. Here we are. Take your seat at the council table, and let us see what wisdom we can find among these warriors of Skyrim. You are not invited here.
Yep, and oh yeah, the Blades and these lot all fight with each other about who's gonna be here. That's not something I care about right now. What we have here is, yeah, the whole little thing where we've got... Okay, the blades are going to go with Ulfric Stormcloak then. Because, yeah, Balgruuf's on this side, and there's Falmor Ambassador, and obviously the Jarl of Solitude, and General Tullius, and all of that. Yeah, it's looking a lot more stacked on the Imperial side right now, I will say that. You guys have, like, your only friends are going to be the blades, I guess? But yeah, I'm going to sit down here, you make a bunch of choices, some of them change, like who's in control of what holds, Imperial or Stormcloak, but none of them really matter, if we're being honest. None of them matter. At the end, they'll reluctantly agree not to fight each other until the Dragonborn, that's us, has dealt with Alduin. I'm going to cut over that. I'm not even going to listen to it myself. I've got like a YouTube video that I'm just going to play instead. Yeah, I really can't be bothered. It's such a annoying one. But yeah, I've got an episode of The Queen's Dilemma, a legacy board game, that I want to be checking out and stuff, so... Oh, and there's a new Blood on the Clock Tower. Okay, I can't watch both of them. The negotiations aren't that long, but I'm just going to let the negotiations play out, and we'll cut ahead to once they're done.
Jarl Balgruuf, I assume you are familiar with the Dragonborn's plan?
Yes, I'm ready to do my part. Just say the word, and my men will help you spring this trap.
But the difficulty remains how to lure a dragon to Dragon's Reach at all.
Well, that's an excellent question. You haven't overlooked that little detail, have you?
I believe I can be of help here. I anticipated the problem. While you were arranging this meeting, I was busy in the library of Skyhaven Temple, an unguessed trove of lost lore. But the important thing is that the blades recorded many of the names of dragons they slew. Cross-referencing this with Delphine's map of dragon burial sites, I believe I've identified one of the dragons that Alduin has raised up.
Okay, the peace talks happened, I'll have cut those out. They were only about 10 minutes long. I remember it being much longer, but I think that's just how boring they can be. The Empire, I've noticed they're kind of sticking around to deal with this whole plan, and Ulfric and Galmar just, like, buggered off. I did also kick out the Falmor lady, which I always do. But, yeah, the Empire have decided to stick around to learn how we're going to get rid of the dragons, while Ulfric is just like, nope, I'm out of here. But yeah, we now need to figure out how to call a dragon, so Esbern maybe has a plan?
Don't you see? The names of dragons are always 3 words of power, shouts. By calling the dragon with a voice, he will hear you wherever he might be.
And why exactly would he show up when I shout his name?
He's not compelled to, but dragons are prideful by nature and loath to refuse a challenge. Your voice in particular is likely to intrigue this dragon after your victory over Alduin. I think it's very likely that he will be unable to resist investigating your call.
Okay, and what's the dragon's name?
Indeed. I'm no master of the voice, like these worthy gentlemen, but it is written here in this scroll. Odahviin, winged snow hunter, as I read it.
I hope this truce gives you what you need. It won't last.
Alright, there we go. Word of powers learned right away. Pretty good.
There's one more thing. We know about Paarthurnax.
Cool. That's good to know. I'm not interested in that. Yeah, we're not dealing with Paarthurnax. Party Snacks gets to live. Though I'm not one of those people who cares that much about Party Snacks. Like, I don't... So many people are like, oh, clearly he's a good guy now, because we didn't see all the horrific stuff he did. But, like, he did a lot of horrific stuff, and... Has he redeemed himself? There's, like, a whole question about it. Maybe he should, like... suffer some sort of thing. Killing is a bit extreme, don't get me wrong, but also it's like, yeah, he did a lot of stuff. He was Alduin's lieutenant, and he kind of got a free pass for betraying him and just turning on him at the end. It's a whole thing. But what I need to do is prepare the trap for Odahviin, which means going back to Dragon's Reach, which is back down the mountain again. Yeah, the party snacks thing, I know a lot of people get very emotional around him. I say this because I once, back when I was like on Tinder, when I was like a teenager, I remember that I was chatting to someone and they brought up the whole Parthenax thing, and I was like, oh yeah, I've killed Parthenax before. And the conversation ended there. Yep, that I struck out real fast that way. Some people are very, very passionate about it. God, I do just want to jump the horse, but I know that won't work. It's fine. I'll slowly crawl down the mountain. Well, slowly crawling down the mountain, I tried to go a bit too fast. Yeah, gotta be real careful when moving with the horse down there, but hey, at least we got to watch the fun death animation. Ragdolls are entertaining, right? And that's the second death, and I was so close to the bottom that time. Like, literally, that's the river from Riverwood. Also, why is there a bolt in my hand? So close. Alright, I did it that time. I made it down somewhere different. I think every time I've made it down a slightly different slope. And this time, I just heard a dragon. Yep, there's a dragon off over that way. Okay, let's ignore that. Let's quick save so that I don't lose the progress of going down the mountain. Yeah, that's not the dragon I'm after. Let's just ride back to the castle and summon Odahviing. Ooh. That's actually going to take me to the final bit of the game, and I don't have that many bolts. I may actually go back to Tundra Homestead, and I might get my regular bow, especially because I realised I spent so much time, like, buying elemental arrows whenever I could, and I think I only used them, like, twice. So if I maybe just get all the elemental arrows, that would make me feel a bit better, you know? Because the crossbow did serve me very well, but maybe I can switch it out, or maybe I'll have enough carry weight to have both. I'll find out soon enough. Heading back this way also means, look at my little armoured horse there, and oh, this was lightning, but I think I may have accidentally renamed them Skadi? Whatever, but that horse armour actually looks nice. I know it's like a meme bit of DLC because of Oblivion's stupid horse armour, but yeah, that does actually look kind of cool. I wish it gave resistances and stuff, but maybe it does. I don't actually know much about it, but still, we've now got a proper armoured warhorse who now has a much less cool name, but hey, we got our old horse back. That's something, I guess. It really does feel nice to come back to the farm after some time away. This is a lovely little home to have. I've got all my farm hands working, and oh, I'll be able to pick up a bunch of money from Lydia, who's resting up there. That'll be nice. Let's find out how much gold I'm exactly getting from the time I was away.
I am your sword and your shield.
And my employee, so how much money you made?
Very good, man.
Okay, 3,700. I honestly expected it to be a bit more, but I feel like my amount of money has not shifted in like 5 or 6 episodes maybe. It's just stayed at like 30-something grand the whole time. And I am fine with that. Alright, quick bit of inventory management done. I'm actually down to like 25 extra carry weight spare, and I have both the Bow of Shadows and the Daedric Crossbow, which, yeah, like 44 points difference, though the Bow of Shadows does fire faster. This one also does the 70 points of shock damage, so yeah, there's an argument for both. But I do want to try out some of the cool arrows, because I also have, like, yeah, I've got Ebony Arrows as, like, a high-hitting one, but over 100 and almost 300 fire arrows. Like, I feel like I need to be using fire, ice, and lightning arrows. Like, they're just... Look, there's the little ice ones, and what I think kind of look the coolest are, yeah, the lightning ones. Where they've got the little... Oh, I forgot I turn invisible. Can I... I don't want to take the bucket. You know what I can do? I can just shoot a lightning arrow. That'll make it go. Look, you can see it just sparking the whole way. You know what, I can even afford to shoot a few of these. Yeah, the lightning arrows are pretty cool, so I want to use some of those. And, you know what, I've not been recording... Oh, well, I have been recording quite a while, but this episode isn't too crazy long, considering I'll be cutting out the peace talks, because who enjoys peace talks? Ugh. So I think I can ride back to Whiterun. And also acknowledge the fact that next episode might be the final episode of the run. Like, there's a couple of locations after we deal with Odoving, and those are quite combat-heavy areas, but I'm feeling like I'll probably just be able to blast through them in a single episode. It's... oh, floating axe. And, who are you? That looks like a dead civilian just on the ground there. Breton, corpse note. If you are reading this, then I am most likely dead. A group of bandits ransacked my home and took most everything valuable I own? Okay, that does make sense. The worst is they took a pendant. Oh no! Oh, I'm going after the scoundrels getting the pendant back. Yeah, that totally worked for you, didn't it? Yeah, I see no pendant here. Are you trying to dig up the pendant, buddy? Well, good try, I guess, but yeah, they just were murdered. Oh dear. Here we are. I think I'm going to be leaving my horse behind for the final time now. Goodbye, Skaddy? You were lightning. I'm sorry I accidentally changed your name. I don't feel great about that, but I am glad we got to see your armour. It actually looks quite pretty. There's some lovely ironwork being done on steelwork? Not sure if it's steel or iron, but either way, it looks very pretty, yeah. You enjoy your life. I'm gonna summon a dragon. Try not to get ate. Of course, I will be saving the actual dragon capturing for next episode, so do make sure you're subscribed if you want to see that. Let me know if there's other... I was going to say other challenge runs you want me to do. I feel like I may need to do some short challenge runs, because I'm half anticipating a Fallout 3 remaster this autumn, but who knows. Anyway, that's besides the point right now. Hit the like button if you enjoyed this video, and as always, thank you very much for watching. Sarge out.
Stay strong, and men will come to respect you, and maybe even fear you.